Namaste. I have the pleasure of Mr. Prabhakar joining me today on the Public India platform. It's an important thing. It's an important discussion. Mr. Prabhakar, now everyone is following you because you are speaking if I may allow to use the word very bluntly, and you are trying to tell the people what is being robbed. And I'm telling you this, I need your reaction, the way things happened in Bihar. This is just a reflection. I mean, what I feel is uh, people are talking of Jivika Didi, people are talking of last minute 10,000 money was sent into their account, people are talking of 50 lakh people going and voting there in Bihar. All this is okay. But primarily, the fact remains that somehow the Indian democracy, where the common Indian, that is the only thing which he has. My vote, my peon's vote, Mr. Ambani's vote, there we are common. That is one thing which we are common. Somehow we feel that the present dispensation, and when I'm talking of the present dispensation, that is the Election Commission of India, the government, they are trying to rob that. They are trying to steal that thing from them. And it is a larger question. It is not a question of BJP coming into power or someone else is coming into power, but it is the very basic. I want to understand how you see this, what is happening as far as the transparency of election is concerned, and as far as all these things are concerned, which is happening in India. Mr. Prabhakar.
Anandji, thank you very much for having me. Thank you for calling me blunt. I speak my mind. And just let's cut the extra things out and focus exactly pinpointedly on what is happening today. I feel that we've entered a different stage in our democratic life. Normally, Anandji, as you know, in a normal democracy, it is the voters who decide which should be the government, who should be in the government. Today, in our collective life, we have entered a stage where the government is deciding who should be the voter. Instead of the voter deciding the government decides the voter. SIR is nothing but government deciding who the voter should be. And many a time, including the Prime Minister and all the leaders of the ruling dispensation, kept on telling us you can identify those people by the dress they wear, the way they look and all that. Now, if you apply these yardsticks and say, yes, you can be a voter, no, you can't be a voter. You can be a voter, those two can be a voter, those three cannot be a voter. With that in mind, you have a purified, within quotes, a voters list in Bihar. The basis for that is those who are likely to vote for them are retained, those who are not likely to vote for them are deleted. And out of that voters list, out of those people, you get 90% strike rate. I mean, I'm surprised why only 90%. It could be 95, 99 or 100, even 120. Probably, from Maharashtra it was 89, Bihar it is 90. Maybe tomorrow in other states it could be 95, 99, 100 and more than 100 also. So we are progressing that in that direction. Just keep that in mind. Now, the basic question, you were talking about the basic things. You see, the basic thing in our democracy is when we became independent, we did not ask the very traditional questions that a nation state asked. That is, who should be the member of this nation state? The membership of a club, of a membership of a society are based on different criteria. But the membership of the state, membership of the nation state, what are they based on? The traditional models are, they're based on religion, they're based on ethnicity, language, region, etc., etc. Now, Indian state, the founding parents, founding fathers and founding mothers of our constitution, they decided the basis of the membership of our nation state is residence, not ethnicity, not language, not religion, not any of those criteria. So this is very important. Now, today, you are asked to prove your citizenship, in other words, which means that there is a, when there was a huge backlash against CAA, NRC, they withdrew. But this is SIR is a rearguard action to bring back, weeding out of those who are not our people, those who are, Guspetya and all that kind of a thing. Now, after all the noise about Guspetya, tell me, Anandji, out of the 65 lakh people who are deleted, and some people are added later and all that kind of a thing, how many of them were deleted and against whose names is mentioned? They are from other countries or Guspetya? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So you had other criteria in mind. Therefore, this is some kind of a political genocide, a bloodless political genocide. Earlier, genocides used to happen whether in Germany or in America or South America or Nagorno-Karabakh or Hungary or Turkey, Europe and Iberian Peninsula, wherever. They were bloody genocides. People were killed. Now, today in India, what is happening is, how do you kill a citizen? You don't have to physically eliminate. You don't have to draw blood. You can simply remove their names from the voters list. You have killed a citizen, isn't it? So this is some kind of a political genocide without drawing blood. This is how I look at it. Now you can say that, out of those people whom you have selected, now if you could win a 90% strike rate, you can go on fooling us by saying it is Jivika Didis, it is 10,000 rupees, it is something else and something else, prohibition, it is. But you see, Anandji, you must be aware, but I do not know, I'm surprised why this has not found its proper place in the political discourse about Bihar or Bihar result and post-result. That is this. You see, women in Bihar are indebted to the extent of 70,000 crores to the microfinance organizations, microfinance institutions, and the yearly collection of interest alone from the women of Bihar is to the extent of 20,000 crores. And this is a staggering amount. This is a much bigger microfinance crisis than what we had in Andhra Pradesh in 2002, 2003. Now, with this background, if you say that all the women have voted for the incumbent government, I am surprised, because I have myself gone around in Bihar for almost a week or a little more than a week. I got the feeling that women are seething with anger because, you see, there are so many suicides. There's so many women who have left home and coming secretly to look at their children, because if they come during the daytime, the microfinance institutions agents are harassing them. So this is the situation. It is, let me repeat, SIR, what has happened in Bihar and what is being rolled out throughout the country is nothing less than bloodless political genocide.
Mr. Prabhakar, there is another thing, because I wanted to understand that also. Generally, India, what we understand is the eligible voters, whosoever is eligible, that eligibility for a voter is 18 years of age, sound mind and things like that. 99% of eligible voters were finding their name in the voter list. That was pre-SIR. And what I understand is, the figures might be 1 or 2% up and more or less. America has less than 80% eligible voters on their voter list, because there are two things. One, they have a system where the person has to apply to become a voter with a set of documents. The authority concerned checks that documents. may or may not give them a voting right. But here, our constitution has given us this thing inherent in the constitution, that I will become a voter. I don't have to apply for it. So it is the job of the election commission. Now, I just want to understand, in Bihar, we have eligible voters of 8.25 crores. And as per the election commission's own new list, I mean that again will go somewhere else. 7.45 crore is the voters as on date, and it comes to less than 90%. Now, this is also something which no one is talking. So I also want to understand, because we are the largest democracy, but we also have this is the only thing which independence, the स्वतंत्रता के बाद जो हमें एक चीज सबको मिली, that was the voting right. I would like to understand that also. I mean, inherent voting, I have the right as per my constitution to be a voter in this country. If you have something to say on that.
Yeah. You see, you have very rightly said, Anandji. The onus of making me as a voter so far has rested with the Election Commission of India. Now that burden is now shifted to the citizen. I want to become a voter, and I have to struggle to prove myself. Yes. This is not in our playbook earlier. You talked about the American system. You see, in many countries, it is the voter who has to apply. One, even the state has given in those countries a citizenship certificate. Now, Anandji, do you have a citizenship certificate?
No.
Did the state? No, I also don't have. So, which means, see, our criteria was, the fundamental thing is, I am a resident here and I'm a natural citizen. It is the onus of the state to say that you are not a citizen for the following reasons.
Yes.
If the state doesn't say that, I'm a citizen, isn't it? So now the entire thing is completely flipped. As I said, the democratic life is flipped. The government is choosing the voter instead of the voter choosing the government. Here, the government is asking you, it is shifting the onus onto you to prove that you are eligible to be a voter because you're a citizen. I have to show myself. I have to show my birth certificate, and I have to show my mother's birth certificate, and all that kind of thing. Now, you see, point is this, Anandji. Instead of saying that these people, we do not want them on the voters list, you make the criteria so difficult. See, for instance, somebody who is an illiterate, ours is an unequal country, ours is a backward country, illiterate, who cannot spare half a day to go to the office, stand there and prove himself or herself, because he has to go and work and earn his bread. If you make such difficult conditions for these people, now you are, for all practical purposes, you are eliminating them without saying that you're eliminating.
Yeah. Mr. Prabhakar, I'll just add to it. It is not a matter of literate, illiterate. Even I'm talking of myself. I'm talking of my family. Even to put a voucher, the prepaid voucher, most of the people are not able to do it. They are literate. They ask their grandsons or grandchildren to, please come. They are not tech savvy. They don't understand this. It is as simple as that.
Exactly.
So I was just wanting to add that. One more thing, Mr. Prabhakar. You are from a political family. 1977, for the first time, I became a election agent of Mr. Emvati Nandan Bogda, who was fighting in Lucknow. I was graduating at that point of time, and I became that in my own booth. Now, they have brought in a new concept of BLA, which is a total fraud with this country, because BLA, it has no locus standi. They have, the last 2-3 years, they have started this concept of BLA. Now, why I am raising this point is, BLA is nothing but a paid employee, a paid person of BJP, who will only ensure that BJP gets. Now, it is not fair. I want to elect. I mean, the current SIR is going on in UP. Next election, 2027, I want to fight as an independent. No, but I cannot appoint my BLAs because I am not a political party. So only a political party. Now this is very uneven. I also want to if you can comment on this, because this is, they are just making the, it is not a level playing field. People will not be eligible. People will not be able to fight election because they don't have a BLA. Even the political parties don't have the resources. They don't have the people. I will also ask your reaction on this BLA. What this fraud is?
See, this is a part of a larger question, Anandji. The thing is this. First of all, let us understand. Is this democracy a limited game played among the political parties? Or is it for everybody? I am a stakeholder. You see, maybe it is a Uttar Pradesh some booth in, say, Gorakhpur, booth number 24. If I sitting here in Hyderabad, if I want to know how many people voted in booth number 24 in Gorakhpur, I should be able to know. And for knowing that, the election commission is saying that, are you a candidate? Are you a political party? If you're a political party or a candidate, you will know because your agent would have given you 17C. You see, I as a citizen would like to know. It is not just a game played for political parties by the political parties. It is for the citizens, isn't it? Now, if you bring in BLA, now, even an established political party cannot have agents in all the booths of a Lok Sabha constituency. What about that? Now, if you bring in BLA and the ruling party appoints BLA, or under the ruling party's pressure, the election commission appoints BLA, how is democracy served and how is the citizens' interest served? Leave political parties aside. Leave candidates aside. I don't have to be a candidate in order to have a stake in the election, because election decides my life, my future, my children's future, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. And Mr. Prabhakar, again, the election, to my mind, when we were growing up, was the will of the people. Again and again. And I also understand, if elections are held every 5 years, that is the only time when a common citizen can ask questions from his representative, where you were, what was done. Now, by eliminating the entire process, by doing what is happening, I'm afraid that accountability is more, because that is more or less the ruling dispensation. BJP will be deciding that who is going to become this. Now, I come to the last part of my conversation. I am also surprised that after Bihar, people today are telling that SIR is a secondary issue. It has no meaning. Why Rahul Gandhi went there? Why he was talking of SIR? People don't understand. I mean, even the people from my media circle, they are telling, no. BJP is a very organized party. BJP, and I will take two names. One of my great friend, he said C.R. Patil was in Bihar in one Vidhan Sabha constituency for more than a month, and he was so organized. BJP. I want to understand, government and organization are two different things. How a government mantri, how a government minister can leave his job and do their and campaigning. I mean, it is not anti-constitution. I mean, it is something which is against the constitution. I just want to understand, so that you can make people understand, government and organization are two different things. The ministers are not supposed to do all these, leave their job and be in Bihar for more than a month. Please, if you can elaborate on that.
I completely agree with you, Anandji. It is this. You see, first of all, let me deal with the kind of questions and concerns that your friends are raising. That, this is not an issue. It doesn't get you votes and all that. You see, the point is, political parties raising certain issues and not raising certain issues, tactically winning the election is something which doesn't concern me as a citizen. What I, as a citizen, am concerned is this: that how SIR is serving me as a citizen to exercise my democratic right. Whether by raising it, it gives votes to a political party or not is a different concern. I'm not worried about that. Then, how a minister setting aside all his official duties as a minister of government comes and works for the organization of his own party or for his own election is completely objectionable. I can understand, because you see, they are, after all, because of political party, their party winning, they are put there in the ministry, all right. But to a limited extent. And our constitution, our conduct of election rules are so clear that you cannot use the government resources, guest houses, cars, transportation, facilities, and all that. Now, does it really stop there, the letter of the rule? Or if you go to the spirit of the rule, then what does it say? Spirit of the rule is that you, as a government minister, your time is owned by the government. How can you, and the biggest resource anybody, you or I, anybody can give to anybody is the time, isn't it?
Time.
Now, you say that you can't use the car, but you can use the time. How is that possible? That is the most precious thing. See, you use the car, you can pay for it and say, look, I used it for my private purpose and I'm paying it. But you use your time, how do you pay for it?
Pay for it.
Which means
So, yeah.
that you are shortchanging the government. Your duty is to be there with the government, and then you're absenting yourself from there and doing the party duty. That is definitely against the spirit of our constitution.
Thanks so much, Mr. Prabhakar. We were very eager to talk on something on the economy of the country, but since that is your favorite subject, but we will next time we'll be talking on that. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.